Mental strength is the key to achieving our personal goals and overcoming life's challenges. It's the driving force that pushes us to keep going even when things get tough. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be mentally stronger? Fear, self-doubt, and procrastination are some of the most common mental barriers that hold people back from achieving their full potential. These negative thought patterns can be overwhelming and make us feel like we are stuck in a rut. We are afraid to take risks, afraid to fail, and afraid to push ourselves outside of our comfort zones. And as a result, we procrastinate putting off our goals and dreams until someday, which often ends up being never. This fear of failure can be so debilitating that it prevents us from even trying in the first place. We get caught up in negative self talk, telling ourselves that we are not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. And the more we listen to this inner critic, the more it holds us back from becoming the best version of ourselves. We start to believe that we are not capable of change, that we are stuck with our current mindset and habits. These mental barriers can be tough to overcome, but they are not impossible. With the right mindset and strategies, we can train our minds to be stronger, more resilient, and more focused. One of the most effective strategies for building mental strength is none other than mindfulness. We can start to recognize and challenge our negative thought patterns. We can practice meditation, deep breathing, or simply pay attention to our thoughts and emotions without judgment. Another powerful strategy is goal setting. By setting clear goals, achievable goals, we can focus our minds and what we want to achieve and start taking action towards making it happen. And then there's positive self talk. By changing the way we talk to ourselves, we can start to build confidence, self belief, and motivation. We can start to see ourselves as capable, strong, and resilient. By implementing these strategies, we can start to see a significant shift in our mindset. We can start to feel more confident, more motivated, and more focused at the same time. We can start to push ourselves outside of our comfort zones and take more risks. And that's exactly what I did. I remember a time when I was struggling to overcome my own mental barriers. I was stuck in a dead end job, feeling unfulfilled and unfilled and unhappy. And I know that I wanted to more. And I started small, starting get up at 5 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier, and I started practicing mindfulness and positive self talk. And slowly but surely, I started to see changes. I was more confident, more motivated, and more focused. At the same time, I started to believe in myself again. And that's when everything changed. I started taking bigger risks, pursuing my passion for video making like this, and eventually I landed here. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. The point is, becoming mentally stronger isn't rocket science. It's about making small, consistent changes to our mindset and habits. It's about being patient, kind, and compassionate with ourselves as we work through our challenges. And it's about believing in ourselves even when things get tough. And try to do not fear from anything. If you want to make stronger your self esteem and if you want to get rid of your fears, I recommend you to my books. Link is in the description. From my so called yellow book, you can learn the difference between self esteem and self evaluation, how they are built, what components they consist of, and you can also learn how you can increase, strengthen, and bring them to a level where you feel the best. You can learn great methods and techniques as well by applying which you can gain more self-confidence. You will love yourself more, and as a result, others will relate to you much more positively. The first half of the book will be about self-esteem, or as I call it, self-love, and the second half will be about self-assessment. So, as the name implies, the evaluation and definition of ourselves. In the exercise part, the point will be to think. The structure of the exercise will sometimes resemble a questionnaire with the difference that there will be no evaluation at the end. In this section, with the questions about the content of the workbook and which follow each other in chronological order, you can check whether you have really mastered the given subject matter. This exercise is the true completion and refreshment of what you read and learned. I can also be understood as a kind of summary. If you like topics that related to people and their better and more harmonious coexistence, and you are interested in writings from which you can learn with pleasure and which reveal certain psychological and social psychological facts in friendly language, then this book was written for you. My so-called Don't Worry book, at least that's how I call it, deals with the elimination of worry, fears, and various phobias. Based on professional knowledge and personal experiences, goes deep into these topics and helps everyone who needs it. From this book, you can find out what are the biggest fears of people today, how worry and different fears develop, why we have phobias, and how you can eliminate these negative feelings. In addition to the theoretical material and practical questions, the book also contains a how to do section in which you can find detailed exercises and techniques, among others, for eliminating phobias or inverting anxiety. If you like writings that help you get to know yourself better and the processes taking place inside you, as well as by which you can become mentally stronger and you can feel better, then this book is for you. Thanks for watching, guys. That's all for today. If you got a story to share about how you overcame a mental barrier or achieve the goal, please leave it in the comments below. Also, if you want some help with making your videos, if you are video maker, I recommend the VidIQ site. They have great tools with which you can produce better content. You can find the link also in the description. And if you want to check out more videos on personal growth, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I will see you in the next video, and remember, be positive. Take care. Bye.